How's it going tonight? It's Erin Blair Gobin. I'm the owner of Erin Blair Makeup and Hair Design in McKinney, Texas, and a star director at Limelight by Alcombe. For those of you that don't know me, this is a public video, so I've got to say that, guys. Hi, replay watchers. I don't have anyone watching me live just yet, but I wanted to give a shout out to you replay watchers. And while we're waiting for some people to join, thought we would do maybe a little trivia. Oh, I gotta plug in my mirror, guys. Hold on, I just lost my light. Hold on. Oh man, that was unfortunate. Okay, let's see if we can go now. Here we are. Hey guys. Okay, here's the trivia. How often do you need to replace your mascara? Does anyone know? Anybody know how often you're supposed to replace your mascara? I've seen some old mascara at some of my makeup bag makeover events. Anybody have a guess? Does anyone know the answer? Oh, 2 to 4 years, yes. Just kidding. Of all the people that know the answer to that question, that would be Shantae. So no, it's like 6 weeks, guys. About 6 weeks, 8 weeks max. All right. So I know, I'm sorry. If you have had your mascara longer than 2 months, it's probably time to just throw it in the trash and buy a new one. It's getting nasty. Okay, guys. So I posted earlier and I said that I was going to do this live tonight about the most common eye makeup mistake that I see. Okay, and I asked if anyone had any guesses of what I was going to talk about. So I had really like 4 like recurring answers. Not blending your eyeshadow was one. Winged eyeliner or various issues with eyeliner was another. Too much shimmery eyeshadow was one that was guessed by people that have taken my makeup class. So I was proud of them for listening. Yes, that is definitely one, but it's not the one I'm talking about today. And then just shadow placement in general. So a lot of you guys actually guessed it, and I am going to be talking about eyeliner, particularly liquid eyeliner today. So now not blending your eyeshadow is definitely possibly like the most offensive of those 4 things, but I just don't see it as much as I see the eyeliner mistakes. This is like the most common mistake. I see everywhere I go, I see someone that does their eyeliner like this. And it's not that it's like the worst thing in the world. Okay. I really don't want to offend anybody if you do your eyeliner like this, because I know a lot of you do. And I'm not trying to say you look bad. Okay. I'm really not. Because you don't. I'm just saying it could be just a little better. All right. So, you know, don't get offended. Don't get mad at me, okay? And if you like it, if you watch this tip and you still think like, I like the way I do it better, you just go on with yourself, girl. There's no, as Angie would say, there's no eyeshadow police, okay? There's no eyeshadow police. So I'm just going to tell you from a makeup artist perspective why I don't do eyeliner this way to my clients. And if you look at other makeup artists' work that you admire, if you go to your Instagram, in fact, I actually went to Instagram and I typed in dramatic eyes as a hashtag, you won't see a lot of good eye makeups that do their eyeliner this way either. There's a reason for that, okay? It's because it can be just a little better. So what am I talking about? Let me just get on with it here. I'm going to put on a headband so I can show you guys. So right now, I don't have on a lot of eye makeup. I'm wearing a little bit of eyeshadow. Oh, this is cute. I'm wearing a little bit of eyeshadow. See? You can kind of see it. And some mascara. That's it. I didn't do any eyeliner to myself today. Now, here is the fabulous Limelight by Alcone liquid eyeliner pen, which is the best eyeliner pen in the whole darn universe. This is not felt tip. I thought it was actually at first when I first used it, but it's not. It actually is several little hairs that form that perfect little tip and make it, oh, it just got brighter, make it really easy to use. And it draws like really nice little lines. So here it goes. I'm going to show you guys the common eyeliner that I see. Sorry about I look like a cockatoo right now. All right, here we go. Ready? There it is. You guys know, I mean, some of you probably do your eyeliner like that, right? You just draw a line. Like, isn't that what you're supposed to do? So this is like the most don't, but most people, if they do this, not all of them, some of them only do this. I'm sorry, Shantae. Most of them are also going to take it up here as well. So I'll go ahead and do that too. All right. Okay, sorry. It's hard to do with this in the phone. Let me look in my mirror. Sorry, I can't talk and do my eyeliner at the same time. Okay, so there we go. And sometimes people take it all the way in here. You know, they may even take it like all the way into the waterline and like kind of connect it maybe. Woo, that's really bad. Woo, okay. But, all right, I can't handle the corner. I'm gonna take this off. All right, let's just say we don't do that, all right? We at least stop short of the tear duct. But yeah, I see this a lot. I see it all the time. Makeup artists, there's a few of y'all watching. Felicia, Shantae, Kim. You see it all the time. Daniel Blaylock, you see this all the time, right? You see the eyeliner. Okay, I told you. Oh, did my thing just die? I think it did. I was going to show you my tablet, but it's dead. I was going to show you on Instagram. If you go to like Instagram and like type hashtag dramatic eyes, like you'll see someone with like fully lined eyes, but it's not done this way, right? Yeah, Laura, everyone knows someone that does their eyeliner this way. Okay, so look guys, the point of eyeliner, any eyeliner, is, I feel like I really need to clean up my brows now that my bangs are out of the way. The point is to darken your lash line, right? To make your lash line, like your eyelashes, look more solid, and can make your lashes look fuller. Like, okay, if you take away this, like these lashes do look a little fuller than these lashes, right? Like there's a little more intensity there. I even was going to show you guys another example. It's almost like when you do eyeliner correctly, it's like putting a frame around your eyes. It draws more attention down to the pupils of your eyes. It is like this beautiful drawing of my dog, Dexter. My mom drew this, by the way. She does these. She does pet portraits. Okay, and then you put a frame around it, and doesn't it just look so much better framed? That's what eyeliner and eyebrows makeup does for you, okay? It's like putting a frame around your eye. And it does create intensity, okay? It makes your eyes look like more like, whoa, like more intense. However, okay, when you do the same liner on the top, on the bottom, you could have the opposite effect, okay? Suddenly we're not drawing more attention to our eyes anymore, okay? Now we're creating a distraction. Now your eye doesn't know where to look. Like, is it looking here? Is it looking here? Here or here? Here or here? Like that clean space that's in between this strip here, this, we call this the water line, that like strip of skin, that is causing a distraction because we've got black and then skin and then, you know, it's just a mess, okay? There's too much going on. So I'm going to show you how you can still get the intense look, but less busy, okay? More focused, and it's going to be softer, but it's still going to have the intensity that you want, and it's not going to take you that much more time, okay? It might take just a little more time, but it's going to be worth it because it's going to look so much better. All right, guys, so much better. So are you guys ready to see me do the other eye? All right, here we go. So the top is fine. Like if you want to do your eyeliner on the top, go for it. For me personally, and I know there's some of you out there like me, I don't have a ton of visible eyelid space. I'll kind of do this so I can pretend like I'm younger and I still have more visible eyelids, but I don't really like covering all the visible eyelid that I have with black eyeliner. So if you have more visible eyelid space, by all means, like do your eyeliner up here. But for me, I prefer to line the waterline underneath my top lashes. And you guys may have seen me do this before, but I'm actually gonna like go under here. Sorry if that looks like kind of scary. And I'm gonna use that eyeliner pen. It's almost like I'm just filling in the space in between each eyelash that way. I'm not getting like all the way next to my eyeball. I'm pretty close to the roots of my lashes. Hold on, I gotta kind of do some yoga maneuver. Okay, so I had the same effect of darkening my lash line, but I didn't cover up all my visible eyelid. Do you guys see the difference that made? How it's like nice and black, but it's not thick. However, if you have the visible eyelid space, go for it, girl. Like line that top lash line, do your little wing on the side if you want to, go for it. Okay, now what we are gonna also do with this is we're gonna do the waterline on the bottom as well. Do I want to do that yet? Hold on. I'm not going to do that yet. I'm gonna make it like more intense at the end by doing the waterline on the bottom. So the answer is, I'm just putting the cap on this. I'm putting it away. We're not going to use it on the bottom right now. What we're going to use instead is black eyeshadow, black and gray eyeshadow. All right. That is the answer to lining your eyes on the bottom without getting out your liquid eyeliner. Okay, so black eyeshadow, and it has to be a high quality black eyeshadow. Okay, you don't want to use something that's low quality. It's not very pigmented. It's just going to kind of disappear by lunch. It's going to maybe flake all over your face. Okay, it's got to be a good eyeshadow for this to work well. And I got to tell you, I'm not just saying this, but the black eyeshadow in this Limelight Onyx palette is the blackest, most pigmented, creamiest black eyeshadow I have ever used. All right, it really, really is. So here we go. I'm just going to show it to you. But first, I'm going to go into the gray. All right, so I'm going to do a little of the Onyx palette, but I'm going to do this light matte gray first. And I'm using, this is a brush no one seems to own, by the way. I do a lot of makeup, one-on-one makeup lessons. And hey, Laura, and this is the one brush everyone needs to order because they just don't have it in their makeup kit. This is like a pencil type eyeliner brush. This is called the Smoky Liner brush from Limelight. And by the way, this is back in stock on Thursday along with all of our other brushes. So I'm going to go in with that into the light gray, and I'm going to sweep that under the entire lash line. All right, and I'm going to use my finger. Sorry, I won't use my middle finger so I'm not being offensive. Okay, so already much softer. Okay, it's maybe not as intense because it's gray and not black, but it's a lot softer, and I feel like your attention still is going to the eye. Like, I feel like it still accomplishes what it needs to accomplish, right? Thank you, Rachel. I'm glad that you guys are happy about this video. All right, so I'm just gonna smudge this out a little more right here. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and take that gray and pull it up onto that waterline as well, just to remove that distraction, okay? That strip of skin that was really being distracting right here. Look, just a little bit of eyeshadow, and look at the difference that makes. I would say even that this eye now looks more intense. Women over 50, still same thing, Celeste. I wouldn't change it for women over 50. All right, I'm gonna like take down just a little bit in the inner corner. Another thing I like to do when I'm doing eyeshadow as eyeliner is, this is always kind of complicated to explain. Those of you that have taken my class know what I'm talking about. But I kind of like to turn my oval into a rectangle. Okay, oval into a rectangle. So this is your eye shape, right? Let's say that's your eye shape. That's kind of a funky eye shape, but that's fine. Some people's eyes are shaped that way. So instead of doing the eyeliner the same thickness all the way around the bottom like this, I'm going to build it up in the outer corner as low as the lowest point of the curve of the eye. So if your lowest point of the curve is here, then to the outside of that, we can build it. But we don't want to build it that much on the inside. So it's from here outward. So it's almost like we're turning this round eye into a rectangle eye. But it's very, very effective at making your eyes look bigger. So see right here, I'm going to just pull this down just a tiny bit more and see how it kind of widens. Does a shadow on the waterline ever irritate your eyes? No, I mean, it doesn't irritate my eyes. It's good. So I did all of that with only the gray, but I'm actually going to go in now with a little bit of that black that I mentioned. And guys, you know how like your eyeshadow, you're probably like you're digging into it. You can't do that with this eyeshadow. Like it'll be way too much. Like I just barely like tap it in there and then I'm like getting everything off of this. Okay, so I'm just going to intensify the outer corner from the outside of that curve like I mentioned, okay? So just a little bit more. Just darkening it a smidge right there. Okay? Hey, not bad, right? And did it really take that much longer just to break out the black eyeshadow? I don't think it did. Now, obviously, I should probably also have some of this same shadow on the top, so I'm going to do that now. Just kind of make sure I don't have any black left. So I'm just going to put some of this gray, since I didn't put any eyeliner on the top. So basically, my upper eyelids are practically naked. I'm just going to add some of that light gray, like in the outer corner here. Just like that, and a little bit of the black smudged in as well. Okay, so this is kind of hard to see what I'm doing. There. Just like a little, you don't need a ton. You don't have to like blacken in the whole thing. Again, I like having some visible eyelid space. So I almost did on the top the same thing I did on the bottom. The highest point of the curve is right here. So I only added that black to the outside of that curve so that the inside of the curve is nice and clean. Is that too complicated? Hopefully not. So much better, right? And then if you want to just take it that final step, where did my, I'm like in a dark room, sorry. With the liquid eyeliner on the bottom, the place to do it is in the waterline. All right. So you can actually take that liquid eyeliner, but it's going to go in here. And if you do look on the Instagram, #dramatic_eyes, like I mentioned, you will see that. You will see the black in the waterline, the liquid, but then underneath the waterline, it's eyeshadow. Every time it's eyeshadow. It's not pencil, it's not gel, and it's not liquid. It's going to be eyeshadow to get that look. So I think I want to do just a little bit more on my top lash line to really show the difference. Just a little, not on my lash line, just more eyeshadow on the top. Get a little blender brush here. There you go, guys. So don't. Can you see the difference? I'm pretty sure you can. All right. No. Yes. My eyes water when I do this with shadow. I'm going to try again with our pen. Yes. Try it. The eyeshadow products are tested to be used around your eyes. They should be fine if you're using a good quality eyeshadow. So by the way, I know most of you guys don't own that brush. Like I said, it'll be back on Thursday. It is the number 11. Do you see that? The smoky liner brush. And it cost $12. So there's no reason why all of you guys should not own this by next week. Okay. The eyeliner pen, hold on, we just got these pretty new catalogs. Aren't they pretty? Look at that. That is an illustration done with all Limelight makeup, isn't it? I love it. I think it's so gorgeous. Any other questions, guys? Yeah, 2 more days till our brushes come in. And guys, there's probably going to be a run on them. So if you want one, I'll be like waiting by my computer to order. Liquid eyeliner pen, $18. Now that is how you do a cat eye. I love that image. And what else did I use? The Onyx palette. Was that in this catalog? It was actually like a holiday shadow palette. But we still have them in stock. So if you want that palette to get the blackest black eyeshadow of all time that will not fade away, then get the Onyx palette. I don't think it's in this catalog, but I believe it's like $40, $40-ish, 42 maybe, to get the this is a really good smoky eye palette. Pen is out of stock right now. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah, this just went out of stock. It's one of our best-selling items. So pretty much when they come back in stock, they go out of stock again pretty quickly. So you gotta, again, if you want one, let me know and I'll put you on my list. So I'm gonna put my bangs back down since I didn't do my brows well enough to have this intense of an eye. I will just say, I'm gonna add one more thing. When you are doing eyes this intense, you need to go a little heavier on your concealer and foundation as well. Okay, this needs to be very clean. If you have dark circles here and just, you know, splotchiness or redness or whatever peeking through, you're just gonna, and then you do a lot of black eyeliner, you're just gonna look like a hot mess. Okay, so you can kind of get away with less if you're doing a more like a clean eye. You don't need as much coverage, but when you're doing like an intense black eyeliner eye, you need a lot. I feel like I just need to like talk to you guys like this now. So like if I was doing this, I'd probably go in with another layer of concealer, just to make sure this is like super clean looking. Okay. Yeah, so I guess that is it. Does anyone else, I'm going to just scroll and see if there's any more questions. Do you feel like the eyeshadow wears off more quickly? Yeah, the eyeshadow in your waterline, I mean, after you blink, and there's water touching it, yes, it can definitely wear off more quickly. So something like the liquid eyeliner, something water resistant like the liquid eyeliner, if you're going to do it in the waterline, or like a gel eyeliner, will have a little bit more staying power. But still, even just, it's not, even when it does wear off, it doesn't wear off completely. Like it still is better than just naked. Okay. So even if it ends up being like just a barely coverage, it's better than naked. So, you love how soft. Thank you, Laura. Yeah, I really try not to go nuts with the Instaglam kind of looks. It's just not my thing. Oh, thank you, Daniel. You like my rectangle trick. Oh, let's see. Okay. I'm just making sure there aren't any other questions. There's no fallout. Yeah, notice there's no fallout because I didn't put too much on my brush. It's just like I said, I just barely touch it and I tapped the heck of it out of it before I put it on my face. If I did have too much on my brush, I would have probably had little black stuff all under here, which is a good reason to do your eyes first before you do your foundation, so you don't end up just having to wipe it all off and having to redo your foundation anyways. And then you also kind of know how much foundation you need. Like I said, you may need more coverage. Like I thought my coverage looked fine when I started this video, but now that I have these intense eyes, I'm like, oh, I need more face now to match my eyes. So I think Shantae did this in high school. Okay. Okay, guys, that's all the questions. So if you're watching the replay, feel free to ask more questions. I'll check the comments. Feel free to share this, by the way, if you enjoyed this and if you have friends that are doing this. Maybe just nonchalantly share this on your newsfeed. Maybe they'll see it, and you don't have to be the bad guy and the breaker bad news that they need to change the way they do their eyeliner. Okay, guys? So thanks for watching. Love y'all. Bye.